Okay. There we go. We live. And Botman lives. Okay. Got this, and we got this. Oh, wait, shit. I have to send out Discord. Ugh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Okay, close that. And switch back to here. Okay, perfect. Let's put that a little more like that. There we go. Okay. So, we are attempting to sculpt a Guardian today. We've got him on the screen over there as reference. And hopefully we're going to figure this out. I've screwed around in this program a little bit, so I kind of know my way around. We don't have to suffer that torture. But I still have a lot of practicing to do, so we're also not starting at zero. I mean, we're also not starting, like, fully ready to go. There's still some learning to be done. So, I'm going to be adding clay. And I guess we're just going to kind of try to rough the shape in. And what I want to do is I want to take this is like the work area for the object, at least that's kind of what I understand. So we kind of want to stay, well, we have to stay in this box. We can't draw outside of it. It'll stop at the edge there. So that's a big thing to keep in mind. I don't know if we need to make this thing like the maximum size. I wish I could make this box like stay visible while I'm working, but it only appears when I'm moving the object, so I don't really like that fact. But fuck it, we ball. Okay, we're running kind of slow at the moment. Is it because I'm making things too big? What if I go down to like this level? Oh, that's concerning. Does Medium not like having all of this other stuff running? It's possible. Oh, this could be a problem. Well, let's just try relaunching really quick to see if that helps. Now that I have everything going, maybe I just need to reboot. Then maybe that can get us up and running here. It was running pretty smoothly. Like, I was able to comfortably sculpt and work on stuff. So, if we can get it back to that state, that would be good. That's significantly better. Okay. So it's the scale. It's the scale that's the problem. Alright. In we go. Alright. So what we're trying to do here, I'm going to at least try to level the box off. There we go. We can't, like, really tilt stuff. Oh, that's one more thing. Hold on, I want to switch colors first because it's a lot easier to work with something that's got some hue to it. Something more like that is a little better to work with. Hey, Sofa, how you doing? Your skill compels you to create a hot dog? Create that hot dog. Make the hot dog. Be one with the various ground meats. I was going to specify, but then I realized that's not accurate, so. There's no specific meat in a hot dog. Emily and I actually argued about this recently, and I was wrong. I thought it was always pork, and apparently not. So I learned something, and questioned my love of hot dogs. But it's okay. I found my way back to the light, and I still eat hot dogs. So maybe we try and like just build this out. Actually, hold on. I got one more thing we can try here. Wait a second. I know there are templates or something that I can add. If I can only remember how. No. I guess grid snapping could help. But I swear there was something, let me see here, that lets me just... Hold on. Constraints. There we go. So if I put a plane constraint out here, it'll just constrain however I place it. Oh, hey, Moody. Pork is the least likely meat to be in a hot dog to you? Other than fish, but for some reason we've decided fish isn't meat. I don't agree with fish not being meat. I reject that premise entirely. But so you would go for beef first in a hot dog? I take it. That has to be what you mean by that. Okay. Speaking of meat, the McRib goes out of season because they're finding another frozen chamber left over from Roswell. Oh, God. I hope it's not alien meat. I mean, I haven't eaten one before, but one day I might. And I wouldn't be happy to learn it was alien meat. Most hot dogs are beef, some are mixed with turkey and chicken, and some are made with just everything including pork. Okay, well apparently I know fuck all about hot dogs then. I am not the hot dog master I thought I was. And yes, I do know this looks like a poop. But we're learning. Soon it won't look like a poop and everything will be better. So we want like that. And then kind of just extend it up. Okay. Guardians are nothing if not highly technological poop. You got me there. So I guess that really just means I'm on the right path. I'm actually sitting for this VR stream, which is nice. I did that for the fishing one too. But I just did exercise things because I haven't been for a very long time. And I'm happy to be sitting. That's all I have to say. A flattened poo is the shape of a cinnamon bun. I can't argue with that ironclad logic. We're dropping cold hard facts over here. Both containing raisins. That varies from subject to subject, but I suppose arguably the case. Personally, I don't like my cinnamon rolls to include raisins. One thing I like about this is the model actually drifts a little bit after you let go of it. Like, you can spin it and, like, it'll float in that direction for a second, which is nice. But it's not forever and at the same speed, like there's no gravity or friction, I guess. Bought a new bag for your cameras on Cyber Monday and found out today the order got canceled for an unlisted reason, and now the 30% off is gone. Fucking robbed. That is highway robbery. Give me their number. I'm gonna speak to their manager. I'm gonna go full blown Karen on their asses. They're not gonna know what hit them. This is definitely not centered. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. Oh yeah, I go like that, and then I go like that. There we go. Okay, and then we try again. Raisins make all foods worse. They do not improve anything. I couldn't agree more. I know the raisins have a very strong community behind them. I'm not a member. I wish love and deep concern to all raisin fans. Bought a TV for your sister and it's been canceled? Oh, bummer. Man, everybody's having bad luck. Maybe I didn't really miss out by dodging it. I thought I was going to do Cyber Monday shopping, and then I just kind of changed my mind. I should really do this while it's in front of me. That's what I should do. Just... Okay. Made homemade oatmeal raisin cookies for your grandma last Christmas. They're actually really good. And I am sure they were, if you are into raisins. But I'm sorry. I just don't do raisins. But I wish you all of the luck and happiness on your raisin-based adventures. Is the hissing of this coming through the stream, and is it like extremely obnoxious? Or are we good? Just let me know, because that is something I can fix. I feel like that's a slightly better... Is that not my breathing? You might be also hearing my breathing. How's that? Is that what you like? That's what you're looking for? Want that intense, breathy ASMR? Okay, fuck it. We're sculpting. We're sketching. Okay, so we got something like that. And then from the side, it should be going like that. It's certainly loud. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. We can fix that. We can do this. And then just take that down. Or even, I think if we mute it, you won't lose anything. But we'll put it down there for now. Raisin Adventures. Yes, erecting a 10-foot bronze statue of a flaccid raisin. That's not a phrase I ever needed to hear. I could have gone the rest of my life without that. Alright, Moody. How's this? Is that better now? Did it change at all? Okay. Oh, it's still not quite right. Hold on. I feel like from the side it should be like... approximately that tall, and then we're like... here for the first bulge, there for the second, there for the top of the head, and then the crown thingies are up here. It's quieter now? Okay, if you want me to just get rid of it altogether, I mean... why? Why would I even leave it? It's not, like, what's it adding? There, we can just do that. There we go. Okay, now you shouldn't hear it at all. Alright, so that first bubble is like... like that. That's good. I can live with that. I'll be fine with this not being, like, perfect, because we're just kind of learning right now. It gives you fall. You hate this keypad. Just try again. Be strong. Okay, and then on top of this, there should be a tapered shape like that. So it should be like there. Okay, that kind of works. And then it's got the little side fin things. I'm trying to see what's going on that one there. It looks like it's just like a little ring like that. Like it almost looks like a key on a like a wind-up toy or something. And it's got those little pointy dealies. Oh, and then there's like a central spike though too. So let's zoom in on this. It's got like central spike dealy. Then we've got that, and then we've got something like that. So we've got that. Okay. And then we're actually going to kind of just... Can we set our mirror? Oh, shit. Can we move the mirror? I can move it up and down. That kind of defeats the purpose of being able to move a mirror if you can't move the plane that it's mirroring. There's got to be a better way to do that. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. Alright, third time's the fucking charm here. But we should do this with a mirror, so... I guess we go back one more time. It's only been 20 minutes of wasted time. What could be frustrating about that? Gonna do it one more time. So we're gonna go back to, actually, well, for now we'll stick with the ball. But I like the pill shape for most of everything, because it gives you a round side and a smooth side to work with. Okay, so now I want to try again. Let's say that's pretty good. We don't care if it's a little rougher. We're fine with that. Let's try it again from the bottom. So we got our broad segment right there. Our next one right there. Top of the head here. Top of the curly things is probably like there. So then we want to go. It's a lot easier to level everything out this way. I wish we could do bilateral symmetry. Or I guess that would be quadrilateral symmetry. But no such luck. So we live without. I feel like this needs to be shorter than I've been making it. Something like that, maybe. You're debating on changing your Twitch name? That too will forever bug you. That'll be very weird to see you with a different name. But I support you. I would be annoyed by it too. What are you going to go with? Could officially canonize Melody Maple if it's not already taken. I feel like this should be like that kind of a shape. And like that. I guess there should be a circle. Oh, Leo! Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y cuida a tus niños. Mantén los manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Gracias. Actually, I remembered the whole thing. Didn't think I was going to. How you doing today, Leo? Fake 3D printing? Hopefully real 3D printing after it's done. I'll post the model if it works. That's kind of the experiment here, actually. I want to see if I can make a 3D printable in VR sculpting, because that could be a real game changer. Especially because I'm not finding myself bothered by being in VR at all. Like how people tend to get like VR sickness, not really experiencing that. So I can just kind of chill for a while. But what were you playing? What were you up to? Oh, Grounded. I've been checking that out. That's pretty cool. You'd have to attach Moody at the end so you can keep your internet branding, and that is 16 characters. That's the only one of your names not already taken on Twitch. So it would have to be... Oh, the full Melody Maple Moody. And what's the character limit again? I can't remember. I feel like we're off to a start. Right? Focus on the main body for now. deal with the nightmare that'll be the legs later. 25. Oh, so like it could be done. It is a lot of characters, yeah. The ideal thing is to make it as wordy and complicated as possible. That's my method. Okay. Just got a little bit of a flicker there, but we're hanging in there. I have 18. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. That's what I do. You're building a wire sculpture in art class? Getting close. It's only been 3 months. Right on. What are you making a sculpture of? Can you show us pictures? Okay. This definitely feels more proportionally correct now. So let's get this. Whoa, something just glitched out. Okay, there we go. This looks like messing around with that Great Stuff spray foam. That's exactly how it feels. Yeah, it's like insulation foam in the game. But this is like it's a legit sculpting program, and I can like export as OBJs and stuff, which is, it tells me that I should be able to 3D print the results. A devil fruit? Basically a complicated pineapple. I'm not aware of devil fruit. Moody says which devil fruit, so not only are they aware, they have knowledge of many. It's from the series One Piece. Oh, I see. One of them animers. Okay. Looks very gloopy, but we're getting there. Let's try smoothing this out a little bit and seeing what we can accomplish. Uh-oh. Looks like we're lagging behind a little bit trying to do that. Well, I hope it doesn't end up looking pumpkin-like here, but that's seeming to be the case. The brush is moving at full speed, but the model is not. That seems problematic. All 3D art projects lead to pumpkin. It's the ultimate destination. One way or another, we pumpkin. You'll send a pic. It's hard to tell what it is because you're taking a picture of a wireframe. I feel that. I totally hear you there. But I would love to see the progress so far. Let me know when it's in the Discord and I'll check it out. At least we have a nice rough shape to start with here. But it definitely looks like some sort of like pumpkin or maybe a possessed garlic. Yeah. Die. Die. I see you. Oh, we got it. Okay. It's like a blur gun now. Yes. Every passing second, this gets more difficult to interpret. Looks like the squash from Plants vs. Zombies. Yeah, I do see it. I can't argue with you. Okay, what if we try inflating in the crevices? Oh, that's set to deflate, so that's not going to work. Let's just, like, get up in here. Kind of fill out these gaps. That can work. At least get us closer to it. It seems like the winning combination for this would be to make a general shape in Blender for starters. I found this with the last thing I was working on too, which was a organic, like a person sculpture. That it was probably a good idea to do my rough shaping in Blender where I can just manipulate the whole shape and then move into medium. To learn more, look up Guardian inflation. Good God. Please don't. I don't even want to know. I would hope such a thing doesn't exist, but we all know it does. So if I do that and then I go back to my smooth brush, can I get it even closer? Seems like the answer to that is yes. Right? That does something. It's like blowtorching it, basically. And it does kind of sound like it. I know I've turned off the tool sounds now, but it does kind of sound like a blowtorch. That's definitely a huge step in the right direction. I'm not picking my nose, I promise. If I were, I would tell you. This is the internet. If it didn't exist, you've spoken it into life. True. And as a follow-up, are you proud of yourself for what you've wrought? Or will you pay penance for your crimes? Sofa, have you posted yet? Well, that's doing a weird thing. I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. I feel like I could stand to give this a little more strength, but I don't want to risk it, really. You've posted? Okay, hold on. Give me 15 seconds. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Should be Discord. There we go. Oh. Let me see. You're right, I can't fully parse what that is, but that is a side effect of wireframe. It looks very well assembled. I see very strong twisty joints. Very nice. Rock on, Sofa. What happened? Where'd medium go? What the hell? We were not trying to do that. What in the fuck? We're in a different universe now. No. Does that mean it just deleted all my fucking progress? Because I'm not going to be happy about that. This is not your fault, Sofa, but I don't fully understand what's happening. Austin is falling into the back rooms live. Oh no. Oh, that's so irritating. Okay. 40 minutes in for the third and final time. You only have art 90 minutes 2 to 3 times a week. Well, that's not a lot of time to get a ton of stuff done. So, I mean, that's pretty impressive progress. I'm very mad now. But that's okay. We fight through the rage. Oh, I don't even have my brush color. Cool. Everything has completely reset. Stop it. Okay, that's good. We zoom back in. That's so frustrating. We had made so much progress. You'll send me a gift in the mail? Don't send me a gift in the mail. I don't believe in the post office. Are we getting brushed right now?
Yes. You can go in the other room.
No, you're fine. It's just cracking me up. You can prove the post office exists. I'd like to see you try. I'm pretty stubborn. I'll believe in your damn post office the minute they pry it out of my cold, dead hands. Okay, so I guess it would be a smart move to save often. So we're going to go ahead and get a save file made for this right now. Go away. There we go. Pulls out forever stamp. Then what is this? Ah! You can't prove it to me. I won't believe you. Oh yeah, that's Opal. That's my person model. I guess we call it Guardian. Perfect. And we save. Oh. It's making like an engine revving noise. Okay, cool. We're good to go. Sand Guardian. Is it time for the community visits Austin trip finally? If you can find me. I'm stealthy. And I might be in New York soon. That means the times for streams will change all over again. How many people could be in LA? Just 1 or 2 thousand million bajillion. How many is it? Is it 150 million or is it 300 million in Los Angeles? Or, as a fun third option, am I just completely wrong? If it's New York, that's easy. You know exactly which apartment I'll be in. That's disturbing information. Why do you know that? I don't even know that. What's your secret? How'd you find me an apartment? $300 million is almost the population of the U.S., so that's not it. I'm not good with remembering facts or anything else. It's got to be the one with only a door and a window. It's really all I'm looking for in an apartment. Walls would be nice, but just a door and a window, and I'm happy. You think so? Just kind of by definition. It's not an apartment without walls, you're saying?
Yeah. It's with other units.
Maybe the units are separated by beads. You don't know. Could be one of those new agey complexes.
You got me there.
This brush covers a little more ground, so we'll use this one from here on out. Man, I've never been just booted out of the app completely before. That was definitely more than a little concerning. Emily isn't thinking modern enough. It's a communal apartment. It's just one big... It's actually a former gymnasium that they've just emptied out, taken all of the exercise equipment out of. And people just live there in harmony. What, you're not buying it? You don't think people will get along in that environment?
I don't think they get along. I think that it still happen if we aren't careful.
I mean, sign me right the fuck up.
You would enjoy that living situation?
Yeah, because if there's one thing I'm down with, it's not even being able to get away from people when I'm home. That's my dream scenario. Take apart the apartment. Don't take apart my apartment. You should feel lucky you got the section of floor with a window. Where's the window? Is it just directly overhead? Or am I against the wall? There's got to be a wall, right? If it's communal. Or is it just like a park with a floating window in it? You're looking at houses. This one has a mother-in-law suite, except all it has is a living room and a bathroom, except the only thing in the bathroom is a massive bathtub. It's definitely used for orgies. Look, I can neither confirm nor deny the orgy accessibility of that particular apartment configuration. But yes. Yeah, I'm going to go with yes. Gun to my head. Yeah, that's for fuck parties. That's what the kids are calling them these days. Okay, I think we're recovering fairly quickly. And, saving fairly frequently. Do I want to see pictures of the house or the orgy is an important follow-up question, Sova. If it's of the house, then no, I'm not interested. Yeah, let's see it. What do you got? Smooth out, you bitch. Get smooth. Oh my god. I didn't really want to do this part again. We're going to do an eraser. We're just going to get rid of some of this crap. And that tool works for smoothing a little bit, but it's not great, and I'm going to need to brace on myself in order to do that. You specifically want to see the huge bathtub you'll never be able to afford. What do you even need a huge bathtub for? Like, if you want to float in warm water, get a jacuzzi. And if you want to be naked in the warm water, get a jacuzzi. Bathtubs are utilitarian items as far as I'm concerned. Looks like some kind of like carapace from the inside. Like the inside of a brain. Never mind, it's a full bath, but the pictures are in pics. Aw, I missed the loser. What did the loser have to say to us? Were they trying to reach me about my car's extended warranty? All right, what do we got here? Oh, it is a full bath, but that is a grand bathtub. That is more than most people would require. That's a multi-person bathtub. Yeah, I think you're onto something here. Yeah, this seems like a pretty solid orgy house. Like, if that's what you're looking for in a house, you found your dream home. That's the entire mother-in-law suite. Yeah. I can't do air quotes, but mother-in-law is sweet. I'm with you. There's only one purpose for that room. And it's unspeakable in polite company. Fortunately, that's not what we are, so we can be direct. It's for boinking the whole neighborhood. Why get a bathtub that large and make it look so lame? High aspirations and low follow-through? It's a concept I'm familiar with. That way when you break it, it's cheaper to fix. True. It's really just planning ahead for the inevitable friction and or impact damage. So did you buy the orgy house? It's a real time saver to just have it already built. I mean, you're telling me that you're moving into this house, right? No? I'm a little disappointed, Leo. I'm going to be honest. Can I make this stronger? What's happening here? I cannot make it stronger. What if we go for fill? I've never tried this. Fill what? Okay. Are we filling? Is that what fill does? I don't agree with fill. That doesn't seem to be a thing. There also seems to be a shower head, but nothing to block the water from splashing out onto the hardwood flooring. Yeah, Moody, that's because that's for cleanup. You never know when the time arises. Hey, Jakob, thank you for the resub. 30 months. Extremely unhealthy. Thank you. It is in your price range. See, Leo, I think everything's just kind of aligning here, and you don't want to face the music. This is your future home. This house will become who you are. You're going to be one of those people that walks around with a pineapple at social events. Depends on the location of the house. That's true. You want to be in a prime real estate location. You know, want to be accessible to various parts of the city. We'll work this out together. We'll plan you an orgy house. Jakob, how you doing today? Purchase any orgy houses lately? Actually, not gonna lie, I think the one I'm most into currently has a carpet in the master bath. Ugh. My house growing up was set up that way. It's a recipe for mildew. They didn't have my mom and dad didn't have much of a problem with that, but every once in a while. And one time the bathtub broke. And that caused some mildew. Or if there was like too much drip from the shower or anything like that. Carpet is even worse with water than wood. Indeed. Just tear it up like a man. Yeah. Just tear up that carpet. You're all right? I'm doing all right. Thanks for checking in, Jakob. I'm doing pretty good. We're just attempting to sculpt a guardian for the third time now. Twice because I restarted, because I always restart things. And then the third time because we really got some good momentum going, and then the program crashed. So now we're saving often and restraining our anger. It's good practice. Is the music loud enough, by the way? Let me know if you could use some more substantial tunage. Does it have an autosave recovery option? No, but we've already basically caught up to where we were, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm waiting for more features to be added to this app because it was originally an Oculus app and then Adobe has purchased it. So, Adobe is famously good about updating and maintaining their software in a way that's comfortable, efficient, and logical to use. So I'm sure that'll happen in no time. This is not smoothing at a rate that makes me happy. You'd rather not have carpet nails in your skin? Yeah. They aren't soothing exactly. I mean, I guess some people are into that. My work out in the orgy house. It does seem to be actually smoothing out. There we go. It is nice to be able to actually sit for this. I don't know why I was standing for, I can probably sit for most of the stuff I've been doing. I haven't been doing stuff that requires a bunch of walking around. Minecraft I definitely need to be standing for, otherwise it thinks I'm crouching all the time. You said did like a man? I don't understand. Whatever you're saying, I concur, I think. Austin's statements do not represent the opinions of Unenlightened Incorporated. I think the move is definitely rough it out in Blender. I mean, we're gonna follow through on this because I'm nothing if not willing to commit to something that is well beyond the realm of recovery. But I think the best way to do this is probably to build out rough shapes in Blender, then bring them in here, and do detail work in here. That seems to be the best move. We're gonna increase the strength on this bad boy by quite a lot, and then broaden this and just kind of work our way through here. But we need to bring this section up a lot to get it closer to round. I'm just kind of going in circles and following the low spots and trying to just fill it back out. Then we can run over it with the old smootherator. That'll do the trick. Oh, by the way, I've noticed this when I went back to look at a couple of the VR streams. Do I just kind of always tilt my head a little bit to the left? I feel like I should compensate for that in OBS. It seems like everything I have is just kind of a little bit this way. And if I've just drawn your attention to that for the first time and now you can't unsee it, you're welcome. I did not see your sub. Oh, thank you, Sofa. I'm sorry I missed that. Thank you for the sub. Have a good night's sleep. And try to enjoy school tomorrow. Do everything you can. Have a wonderful evening. It's not working? It's kind of working. Sadly, no art. Oh, bummer. Sub did not show up in chat. Oh. Did it show up on the screen? I do see it up top. I see that the sub count went up to 3. Well, that's weird. I don't know why I did that. I'm sorry, Sofa. But thank you so much. Here, I can do the thing. Ha! Now you're stuck with us for another month. There. I've compensated. And the strength of this is already maxed out. Super disappointing. Okay. Jakob is also listed as the most recent sub in my overlay? Really? Very weird. Hold on. Super weird. Hold on. What if we... IRL art overlay... Refresh. Still, that's extremely weird. I'm sorry, Sofa, if you're still here. That is unfair and you've been robbed. I don't know what's happening there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're going through and patching again. There we go. And just kind of patch this in. And then we should be in a good way here. Perfect. Okay. We actually want to deflate a little bit to just kind of try and keep this in the right spot here. The problem is it does a thing that some art programs with a mirror do that is kind of annoying, which is where they overlap, it performs the action twice. So it's like the strength is doubled. And that is kind of obnoxious. Because that means that pretty much everything on the seam of the mirror needs to be handled after you turn the mirror off. So that's a little bit annoying, but all in all, it's not a bad program. It's pretty comfortable to use. I don't know if... Yeah, I would say you could call it intuitive. It's not perfect. But it is way better than anything I've had access to in terms of sculpting on a computer. One thing that I'd really like to try that I just don't have the money to pay for because it's not as multi-use as something like a VR headset is one of those force feedback virtual sculpting brush tools. Those things look really cool and like it could be really, really helpful. Because, even though I do have this to manipulate in 3D space, which makes it a lot easier to figure stuff out, I still don't have the ability to, feel what I'm actually working with. Oh, it hasn't changed on the screen yet. A fair and warm welcome, Melody Maple Moody, protector of all of animal kind, and even fungus, despite most people's better judgment. Hero of every kingdom. And purveyor of various fun facts in both acronym and casual form. Teller of stories, creator of music and art and secret skateboard enthusiast. Welcome. I'm just assigning interests to you now. You may not have even known that you were into skateboards, but it's your new big thing. I feel like it's getting a lot smoother. So we've officially gone through with the name change, huh? I think Melody Maple Moody looks great. I don't think it's too long. And it's much more intelligible than, mine, for example. So it doesn't run into the same problem. Is she licking my knee right now?
Yes, kind of.
Hi, Lola. Quiet. So, like, then you need these kind of, like, zigzaggy circles. Does it mirror? Not really. You sent messages, but they didn't go through because they were still... I'm moody too. Well, I'm seeing Melody Maple moody now. Oh, Kenna! Pet the dog. Lola, come here. Oh, she was already right here. It's Destiny. Hi, Lola. My hand has frozen because it's outside of the... There we go. I have pet the dog. How you doing, Kenna? Well, Moody, whatever the issue was, it seems to be working now. You heard me tell her to quiet, and no, only pets. I'm sorry. Sometimes she needs to be told to quiet. You're just like our coworker. She encourages her to make noise when she really rather shouldn't be. Used to be into the ripstick and played a ton of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. So what you're saying is I was right. That's what I'm hearing. We're definitely getting the rough shape in here. Like, this is mostly working. And the nice thing about Guardians is they are a little bit lumpy. So if I'm still figuring this out, we might be able to get away with some gentle lump. It fits perfectly on my overlay, chat. That's fantastic. Wait, I want to see. Hold on. Oh, very nice. Like it's designed. Well done. Well done, Moody. Well, I think they're all the same scale. Like, I just duplicated that asset from chat to chat. So, or from overlay to overlay, I mean. So it should work on all of them. Except for the Facecam one, which has that, like, horizontal ugly chat across the top. As you can tell, I'm not sure I'm married to that concept. It does smooth out eventually. Like, it's really getting there now. We're getting this figured out. We're okay with that separation there for sure. Alright, we need to kind of inflate a little bit more over here. Kind of just out the whole back here, huh? I'm married? No, I'm not. Not yet. She still has time to escape. You wouldn't be surprised if I just didn't tell you. No, you'll know. You'll know. I promise. You'll know in advance. I'm going to try to stream it. I want to. Okay, I guess I need more strength. Again? Hey. I mentioned the engagement after it happened. It was mentioned. I'm a good mentioner. Not so good about advance notice. But we all have our flaws. Mine just are glaring and occasionally problematic. But that's how we do. It's part of my personal flair. One of the things I do really like about this is that I can hold the object in one hand and work with the other. Very nice feature. I asked how you are, and seeing as it's after Thanksgiving, you're working on the layout for your Christmas card. Ooh, that's exciting. We have no idea what we're doing for ours this year. I say we. Usually Emily is the one that takes care of that because I tend to forget. But I help in spirit. Christmas spirit. I'm usually nearby, incorrectly muttering the lyrics to Christmas songs, amelodically. That sounds really creepy. Now that I think about it. What does she do for a card? She'll usually do some kind of like paper craft or something like that. We don't send cards to too many people. We are hermits, so our Christmas card list is pretty short. But she usually does some paper craft with a little kind of holiday themed scene. It looks really cool. And she'll sometimes do that for like birthdays and Mother's Day, Father's Day kind of stuff also. I like Emily's cards. What about you? You just do a straight up painting. Oh, right on. Rock on with your bad self. So you're figuring out what the layout for the painting is at the moment. Do you know what you're going to paint? Or are you still working on that too? You haven't ever told me about the Christmas card? I don't think so. We know my memory is bad, so it's possible that you did, and I just don't recall. What am I missing? Help me. Guide me. Teach me. That looks bad. I assume there's no strength for this. Nope, of course not. You begrudgingly take a picture with your parents in front of their Christmas tree, and then your mom puts it on a greeting card. That's what most people do. That's the good old fashioned way to do it. I can respect that. You do one every year. Each year is 1 hour later. It's been going since 2005. Oh, that's really cool. So it's like the same scene just progressing by an hour every year since 2005. Did I understand that correctly? Because that sounds really sick. Okay. going to do some deflating. Bring that strength down quite a bit. First 13 years, 12 hours of Christmas and dawn. It was a Victorianish rural house in the forest. And then at dawn there was a path and crossroads. And now we're in a sort of Narnia-y land of all the different mythologies of Yule and Christmas. That's awesome. That is a dramatic progression. Very cool. I mean, I'm going to want to see that shit. You know that. Okay, so we're going to try and define a crease here. Which is going to start with just this tool. I don't know if it'll be a whole crease because I want to try and 3D print this. Okay. That's all right. Not bad, not bad. It's working for the most part. Show a couple of your faves from over the years. Yes, please do. Please do. Let me know when they're in there. We'll go take a look at them. So we're looking good on the front. Gotta keep pushing our way back here. Okay. There we go. That's kind of working. It bumped down on us a little bit right in here. I don't really like that very much. Try and kind of define that a little better. I want it to be here, really. Okay. And go back to the smoothie. And then I know I can go and cut a harder line using the clay tool, because you can subtract clay and like really cleanly cut through stuff. But I want it to have this taper in first to help it feel a little more pronounced. I need this to go in a little bit further. There we go. There we go. Oh, we can see him now? Ooh, oh, let's see him. Hold on. We had it crash when I tried to log out last time. Ignore the nose pick. Oh, I gotta put that over there. Let's see here. Wait, it's probably not the table legs, right? Whoa. Oh, Kenna, these are nuts. So cool. Oh, so very cool. Krampus, wait a minute. I remember this card. You've definitely shown me this one. Is this last year's or is this just very high on the list? Because this looks very familiar to me. It occurs to me that I cannot see your reply. That's from like 2013. Those are very cool, Kenna. And I definitely remember you telling me about this now. Thank you for sharing those. Always love to see the cool crap people make. Y'all are so damn creative. We're off to some kind of start. It's all painted entirely in watercolor and gouache. Very cool. And you've been using the same media since you said you started in 2005? That'll get you pretty well practiced. Do you make cards for any other events? You don't do anything digital to it other than scan and color correct your stupid scanner. Oh, you always have to color correct when you scan in artwork. It never comes out the way it looks in real life. Unless you have like one of those super high fidelity, color response scanners. And who has the money? Not I. So now I want to kind of... We're just going to orbit this bitch. And try and really define this line. Something smells good. What do you have? Oh, it's just kicks?
Yeah.
I guess that probably means I'm just hungry.
Yeah, I think so.
It's been that since 2005. Started because you were too poor to buy gifts in college, but you had art supplies. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. People appreciate it more than you'd expect. We got my brother and his wife we made something for them for their wedding. And they seemed to really appreciate it. Have we made it all the way around already? That can't be right. I must have just not started in a good spot. Yeah, I just didn't do the other side. That seemed like it would have been too early. Okay, keep going. Makes me curious, if you're making multiple of the same painting, would you do the whole process for each painting? Or do multiple paintings at once with smaller steps at a time? That's a good question. I would think the latter would be the more economical way to do it. But I guess you'd probably want to do one all the way through first, or at least I would. Just to, know what the steps are and like get a total feel for what you're doing. But that's kind of because I'm always bumbling my way through everything. So it might be related to that. Okay, and then we're going to go through with the smoother, but we're going to be much closer and smaller. Hello, Lola. Unfortunately, I can't at the moment. That's a good puppy. Used to do commissions of very similar pieces. You do each start to finish, but your style is kind of messy. You often use your fingertips to smudge paint or paper towels to pull up extra color. Yeah, so that's a little tough to do in like even steps across multiple paintings. You'd end up having things drying unevenly, and you'd sacrifice consistency for efficiency. So that makes sense. Hi, Booger. I'm sorry. You're a good girl. Bring it to Mama. Is it still in my lap? Yeah, bring it to Mama. Good girl. Okay, and same thing around this edge also. Just want to soften this up a little bit. Because it just leaves these rough, very angly spots, and I'd like to take those away without ruining all of my sharpness. That's not bad. I think that's a pretty good start. If they're very uniform, like geometric type designs, doing one step across each of them at a time would make sense. More like construction, yeah. Being a professional painter would be a hell of a lot of work. Well, Kinna would know, right? It sounds quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Not overwhelming. I'm losing the word I wanted. Help me out here. Yeah, so there you go. Confirmation from Kinna. I guess involved. Are you seeing those, like, 1 or 2 frame black flickers every once in a while? Or is that just on my end? I expect some bugs because this is an Oculus program running via Revive on this headset. So same as with Minecraft, this is not quite how it's supposed to be working. And it might have some hitch in its giddy up that I just kind of want to keep an eye on. Not seeing flickers, that's good. It's pretty soul crushing to sell your creativity. Yeah, but think of the Benjamins, Kinna. Think of the absolute rolling in dough that independent artists are doing every day. Yeah, you can get the fancy coffee sometimes, maybe. Think of all the exposure deposited into your bank account. Emily? Are you not here anymore? Are you in the other room? Oh, that was alarming. This is smoothing out into a shape I'm pretty happy with. So we're going to try and raise the... I mean, it looks a little like, lumpy and crooked and childish, but we're going to keep at it. That's one thing you never did, art for exposure. Good for you. I mean, to each their own. Some people decide that's how they want to go about it. Good for you. But, no, I agree, Kinna. Why am I doing this? This isn't important. I'm just getting totally distracted. Austin is the only person who's paid you for your works. Well, I don't believe in art for exposure. I'm a man of my word. And I use that song every single day. Or at least every single stream, so you deserve to be paid for that. Okay. I feel like the head's a little bit small. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It was a fun project, so you would have done it for free. I know, but that's not the point. Moody made the rearrangement of the song that's used for like when we're here. This. Wait. Getting itself back together, and hopefully the screen doesn't completely break. That Moody made that. Yui Lo-Fi. Yes, exactly. Yep, that's Moody's handiwork. I made the original song, but that tasty piece of music is Moody's work. Very nice. It's awesome. I love it. Honestly, might call on you again to do a better arrangement of the regular one. Because, like, I like music, but I wouldn't classify myself as a musician. I appreciate it a lot more than your professors did when you let them listen to it. Well, they have no taste and they're probably no fun. Fun fact, the people who paid me for art appreciated it a hell of a lot more than any of my art professors ever did, so fuck them. Exactly, Kenna. Exactly. I guess we could do the line. So we want some like... No, further in. Like that, maybe? That's not really going to work out, is it? I think we got to do it without the guide. Well, you should be proud of that. Art professors are... Well, I shouldn't blanket statement. But, you know, I'm going to anyway. A lot of them are failed artists that are really bitter, which is not a secret to anybody. And failed isn't always necessarily the right word, but a lot of the mean ones, that's how I would describe it, or at least that's how I've heard them consider themselves even. There are tons of art professors who are extremely nice people who do it because they love to teach and are even successful artists in their own right on the side, outside of school. But the ones that are like hypercritical and mean, in my experience, they had a different career path in mind, and they take it out on young people who are trying to learn, which is just very sad. The only one who liked it was a professor visiting from another state who went on to work with you on making that DDR dance pad electronic instrument. Oh, right on. Your professors were all working. Your design professor was an architect. Your jewelry was an artist in residence. Yeah, about half of mine were working, and half of them were not. And in my experience, the ones that were working were much more respectful, much more interested in students' ideas, much more willing to work with them on their ideas. Em, would you back me up on that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the ones who weren't working anymore were always the ones that were extremely critical and thought they knew everything. Because it's kind of all they have left. Okay, hold on a second. Night. Lola, go with Mama. It's bedtime. Oh, hold on, folks. I gotta take the dog door out and lock up really quick. Give me just 1 second. You should still be able to hear me. Wish she was local. So much fun to study with. Yeah, it's a shame that she's only there temporarily. But at least you can be happy to have had the experience, right? And to have gotten to work with her. Doesn't always make up for it, but it helps. Where are my hands? There we go. No. Where are we at here? There we go. You were allowed to stretch your assignments pretty far. You have a design project where you drew your hookah. Nice. Got an A on that one too. Very nice. I did. My digital art professors were all a lot nicer than my film and television professors. Or at least for the most part. Okay. I figure there should be some kind of connective tissue there, but I don't know what exactly it should be. Oh, the real life sculpture. Speaking of which, or I guess not speaking of which, but we're sculpting, so we're sculpting of which. He has one shoe now. I need to do the other shoe. We're gonna do hands and then his jacket, and then he's pretty much done. And we'll move on to Opal. I started to try and sculpt Opal, but she ended up looking like in VR, but she ended up looking a lot older than I wanted her to look. So I need to revisit that with a real life sculpture for starters. And then we can bring it in here. What I'm hoping is that I can 3D scan and then use that as a jumping off point and bring that in here to clean up and detail and, you know, just kind of move stuff around. I feel like our buddy's proportions are a little bit off here, but that's okay. He's a learning sculpture. He's allowed to be different. And we're going to print him out regardless of how he turns out. Yeah, so as soon as Tucker's done, I'm going to try to 3D scan him, bring him in here, and then... Oh, what'd you get for the horoscope? I missed it. It doesn't show up on here. Hold on. Oh, my. Oh, that's brash. Well, only the most elegant quotes are allowed for horoscopes, so... What does that tell you about the rest of the things I've said? Oh yeah, Botman's just answering that on his own now. I forgot about that. Moody, I'm going to get that fixed. It's just the data list needs to be updated. You know what? Actually, I'll have to do that today because I just disabled the a lot of the commands on Stream Elements. So I'll update that tonight before I go to bed. It's only like a couple dozen command or quotes that need to be added. Oh yeah, and the search should probably be an explicit command, right? Like, you should probably have to say quote search and then what you're looking for. That seems like a little more comfortable to use. When I first did that, I was like, there are no other circumstances under which you would write more words after quote. Except there totally are. There are tons. Let's give that a little bit of a haircut there. There we go. Or if you could set it up to search for any terms in quotes. Oh, yeah, that should be pretty doable. Yeah. So if you say quote and then you put something in quotes and then you type that out, it'll search for that. And then it could search for terms that are longer than one word, which would be a good thing that it should definitely be able to do. So yeah, that's a good call. I went through... I saved the previous version, but I went through and made a mess in Botman that I need to clean up, trying to do some of my new logic that I've been talking about with the, the kind of personality shit. And now I have to fix all of that. But I'd rather not roll it back. I'd rather just fix the mistakes that I made, because there aren't too many. but we'll see. I think now we can turn off the mirror, at least for a minute, because it seems like... How many legs do they have? Let's look at that. That's 1, 2, 3... It's 6, right? It's 6. New logic sure sounds like something I expect to hear about on the local news station soon. Yeah. They're calling it doublethink. It's going to be the next big thing. Literally 1984. Eight-legged. Thank you. Eight-legged. Okay, so then that means we can just kind of mark this and say one, two, 3, 4. That's probably about good. Wait, they have 6? What? Okay, 6 it is. You're messing with my head. Okay, so we've got one straight out on the side. And then we should have 2... don't wiggle on me. Stop it. And 3. I feel like that should be more like... There. There we go. That's pretty good. They still make you think of those robots from The Incredibles. 100%. Totally looks like the, what's the Omni-droid? Omnibot? Something? Okay, so what we need here is a circle. And then we need a plane. We can go right here. And just kind of say... And then what? It's like a little thing coming out of the side here. Oh, that I've already fucked up. Hold on. That should be lower. Should be like sticking out down here. Okay. Now I want to go... Oh, nope. Gotta go against... Okay, this is sort of working. Okay. And then kind of up to there, like that. Beautiful. Right. But yeah, I thought I had some smarter ways to program some of the things that Botman was doing that would have been a little more efficient. And I do still believe that's true. That's not looking good at all. But I definitely made some kind of typo. And I have been sifting through the code to try to figure out where exactly that is, because I may or may not have decided to make some edits while under the influence of substances, and potentially, jury's still out, but potentially made a few too many edits at once without checking things. So I kind of have to reverse engineer whatever the hell I was trying to do, because when all of my changes didn't spontaneously work on the first try, Drunk Austin decided he was upset and done. And he went to bed. And he left Sober Austin with a mess to clean up. Eat edibles, refactor everything. Yeah, it's not wise. Not generally encouraged. Although with edibles, I'll make better choices. At least, mostly. I guess I might as well post the character I was working on designing the other day with all this art talk. Still just a first pass, not entirely happy with the proportions and some decisions. Oh, really? Because all of us here are really happy with how our artwork is looking right now. I know. I think this is flawless and honestly could go up for sale right now. Yeah, show it. I want to see it, Moody. What do you got? All art must be perfectly finished as soon as it has incepted. Look, I know I should have said at its inception, but I was already committed at that point. God, buttons. Okay. So I want to try to square this off. There we go. Hey, Meow, how you doing? Okay. Oh, shit. That's not going to work at all. All right, hold on. Let's make this a lot bigger. We're going to kind of try to just... yeah. Stupid twitchy hand. Stop it. Hold still, hand. You and I are in this together, buddy. Nope. Stay. Settle. Good. Good boy. It's already in the Discord? Ooh. Oh, look at that, Moody. Oh, the progress. It looks so good. That is lovely. And I assume obviously we're in a green screen. This is a streamer we're looking at here. Clearly. Very nice. Oh, I was about to ask you what that symbol was, but it's a music note. Oh, I love it. So is this a redesign on Melody, or is this something else altogether? And yes, we smoosh, Kinna. We smoosh. I feel like my smooshing technique is mostly working. It's just trying to transition between the different smooshed areas is proving to be a little bit challenging. Her name's Harmony. That's why she has the music note on her clothes. Oh, cool. In the same lore universe as Melody, or completely separate? Okay. This might be working. This is going to be hard. Carefully. Oh, fuck. There we go. Is there already a story behind the character, or are we doing character first, story second? Or character design first, story second? We're separate. Same naming conventions, though. Harmony Hazel. Love it. This isn't quite smoothing the way I want it to. This would be a lot easier with this. This is one of those times where the forced feedback would be very nice to have. But instead, I kind of have to just be very careful. I think we're doing all right, though. Okay, this is good. This is good. I'm trying to reassure myself because I'm not sure it's actually good. But I need to believe that it is because we're pretty committed at this point. I'm really curious to see how this will print out. There we go. Oh, balls. That's not what we wanted. Hold on. Okay. It definitely looks better. I'm really hopeful that that method of taking the physical sculpture, trying the photogrammetry, and then pulling it in here to detail and shift and finalize. I'm hoping that's going to work. Speaking of shifting things, I kind of want to... That feels a little better now. Let's see here. Are there any more sketches of that character? Is this the first iteration? Have you do you have plans for it? I'm always interested to hear about what you're coming up with. Ouch. Okay, that looks like a better shape already. Okay, I'm going to try and cut this in. That's the only drawing so far. I don't have any real plans for it yet. Could probably end up somewhere in your comic universe if nothing else. Right on. Right on, right on. Well, it's a very cool design. Couldn't decide between a deer, a sheep, a goat, and landed somewhere between goat and sheep. I think it's cool. It's got fawn energy. How do I want to do this? Here's my genius plan for carving these circles. Ready? We're going to do this. And then we're going to do a plane. Okay, and then we're going to just plonk it right in there. Try and center it. And... oh, okay, well that's extremely disappointing. I thought I was going to be able to rotate it. Apparently, if you have it on the plane thing, you can't rotate the square. Because reasons. That's very disappointing. Okay, well, we'll do it without the guide then. We just kind of want to... yeah. I really would have liked to have the guide. What if I put it down here and I can like brace myself on my knees? And I can just kind of like... we can just shrink this down, get in here, and kind of smooth it out this way. Wait, I think we got it. That's not terrible. Could be better, but it's not terrible. Can I get a circle instead of a square? I can get a sphere, but not a cylinder, which I wanted this square bottom in it. Because I figured squaring off that bottom was going to be harder than rounding this out. Which is probably wrong. There's also a pill shape. But you can't like edit the dimensions of these. So I can't change like how big the round is at the bottom, which is too big. But if I just make it smaller, I can stay up top and smooth out that way. We got most of the way there. You'd push down with a sphere and then use the square to cut the bottom edge in. I feel like I'm going to be worse at that, though. That's what I'm saying. Because there I have to try and do consistent depth on my own. Which I'm going to fuck up. I can just sense it. Well, and that one definitely would have been the one to do it on because this one's too big, right? If we try to do it with the sphere here, the sphere is going to be too big to get, like it's going to make a hole that's too deep. It's passable. Let's try. So I want to get it. I should still. Oh no, it's not going to work with the pill because we need that square corner. Oh. Okay, hold on. Carefully. Okay, that 100% worked better. Okay, and then we want to do positive. We want to kind of try and fill this in. Oh, we were doing so well. I fucked it up at the end. Meow. I don't have my chug jug, but I have my water bottle. Or my drinking glass. Significantly cleaner. Okay, yeah. This worked a lot better. Okay. Drinking glass. I have my vessel. Okay, that's pretty damn good. I can definitely get behind it. Alright, so let's do that again. What a nerd. Nerd without his chug jug. Drinks out of a normal gas. Gas? I drink out of a gas. Try and figure that one out. Checkmate, atheists. Okay, cool. This needs to be thinned out a little bit. The rest of them look pretty good. Maybe that one a little bit too. I absorbed the moisture from the aerogel drinking vessel. Hyper nerd. Yeah, I absorbed the moisture from the air. Sort of like how toads breathe through their skin. Is it toads or frogs? Or neither? Is that just misinformation that I'm spreading on the internet? Frogs. Thank you, Kenna. Is that what all the mucus is for? You tell me that Keegan Michael Key breathes through his skin. He does, but it's a really big Hollywood secret, so like don't tell anyone. Not too shabby. Definitely faster, too. It's why they're wet. Oh, that's the reason for the mucus. That was actually my follow-up question, and I forgot to ask. So that's the reason for the well-known moisture that frogs bring to this wonderful world of ours. As far as I can tell, I'm pretty sure the moisture from frogs is the original source of all water on Earth. The planet was formed, and then the frogs arose, and they summoned water. Just from their bodily surface. Also, so they don't dry out, but partially yes. Partially yes. I'm taking that as agreement that frogs are the source of all water. Kina agrees. You heard it here first. Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's like first grade biology. / earth science. Okay, and then there should be a second level of detail on here. I need to be cutting a notch in all the way around this. That's not a bad start for a little guardian sculpture, is it? That's definitely looking guardian-ish. I'm trying to look at the patterns that are going to be up here. Might actually be not too bad to rough in if I just think before I act, which is, I mean, I'm known for it, so it should go fine. The head needs to be about twice the size that it is. I mean, on that one over on the right, it's a little bit bigger than is proportional. But that still has a head that's like twice as big as this relative to the rest of the behemoth. So we'll keep that in mind. I need more angles on them to figure out what the rest of those shapes look like. Do they just repeat like that all the way around? That seems unlikely. I'm going to need to pull up some like other models or something. Okay, this time we're going to take the pill and go for erase. And we're going to shimmy on through. It kind of seems like it should be about this far down, like almost halfway, or a little more than halfway down. We just need to cut this into it. On a totally unrelated note, just because it's been popping into my head, Emily and I have been finally watching What We Do in the Shadows, which we had never even started. And we've binged our way through basically the entire show. We're almost done with the most recent season. Oh, Moody, you got to go to bed soon. Well, thank you for hanging out. It has been many good times. Thank you, Moody. Thank you. And good to see you tonight. Happy to be back. You'll see me again on Thursday. If and you're able to make it. Have a good night's sleep. We'll see you next time. But Emily and I have been watching What We Do in the Shadows, and I have been really enjoying that show. And we're almost done with, I think, season 4, the most recent season. Need to watch more of that. Yeah, I mean, it's solid. You've been watching Miracle Workers. Oh my god, I fucking love that show. Yes, I don't think there's been a new season. I think I'm caught up. It's just it's 3 seasons they've done now, right? I absolutely love that show. Cannot wait for the next season. If there already is one and I didn't know about it, I'm going to be very excited to learn that information. You just started season 2. Just watched the Medieval Doctor episode. Yes. Oh, man. It's such a great cast in that show. I was also very excited to see in that season he's the older brother. That actor was cast in She-Hulk. So that's exciting for him. Because they're all wicked talented in that show, but yeah, he was in the first season of She-Hulk. He's super funny. And I mean, Dan Radcliffe is out of his fucking gourd and always very entertaining. I think his career is going to catch on. I think people are really going to grow onto this Dan Radcliffe character. We'll see. You know, it's early for him, but. This seems like it's not quite as thick. Spent all of season 1 wondering how much of his stuff was ad-libbed. I know, right? Well, and that's the thing with him is it might be, and it might just be that he's so good at making it feel so effortless. Like, was Daniel Radcliffe given lines? I really couldn't tell you. He's so damn good. Like, it's so crazy for him to have been a child actor and then come out of that, like, functionally able to perform well and not, like, fall into a hole of depression, at least not entirely. I think he had some alcohol struggles for a little while, like his cohort, Tom Felton. But he's stupid talented, and he's just doing tons of crazy crap right now. I still want to see. I haven't gotten around to Swiss Army Man. Have you seen that one? I did see Guns Akimbo, but I haven't seen Swiss Army Man. He was a massive alcoholic during the last 3, if you remember. Glad he got to do fun things that hopefully will take the pressure off. Swiss Army Man is a trip. Watch it. That's what I've been told. I've been told I would love it. Yeah, I gotta get that one under my belt. Guns Akimbo is just wacky. It's just fun. But yeah, going back to Miracle Workers, I'm very much looking forward to seeing what their setting is going to be for the 4th season. It's a risky format to do these days. It's cool that they're actually getting to do something that is an actual anthology like that. Because I'm sure it makes studios nervous. But you got a big name like Dan Radcliffe attached, and that I'm sure helps immensely. Well, I mean, not just Daniel Radcliffe. You also have Steve Buscemi. But when you watch Swiss Army Man, keep in mind that they had a life-size realistic corpse doll of Daniel Radcliffe for certain scenes, and he owns it and is in his house. I actually did know this. And it is one of the most fantastic pieces of movie trivia I've heard in a long time. He's insane. The perfect person to play Weird Al Yankovic, for sure. Okay, that makes it look pretty well defined. I don't know if I'll be able to like put anything that glows in there. I guess if I do it right, I could put like just at least bright pink paint in there or something like that on the final thing. Just a weird little guy. Yeah, he is. But tons of fun. Nothing wrong with being a little weird. In fact, I recommend it. We'll soften that and then have the one on the top be the more pronounced edge. There we go. Well, I hope you enjoy what's left of the show. I sure did. There's some really great stuff in the third season. I mean, all of them are good, but some of my favorite bits were in the third season. Okay. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. I do still feel like this could stand to be a little thinner, so maybe we can do that. Can I make this pill-shaped? Yes. So if I bring this up like this, just kind of want to push that in. Do the same over here. Just to tighten that up a little bit. Then we can smooth it back out on top. Whoa! See, that's the thing. Some of these tools just cause these weird little artifacts. Like, this software is not perfect by any means. But it certainly seems to be the best thing available, and definitely for free. Out of anything that's really available for VR sculpting. I'm so excited to finish that Tucker sculpture. I've been trying to focus on like just being better about finishing shit. And I'm actually almost done with that sculpture, which is pretty damn exciting. There we go. This is working out. Okay. One more. And then I want to try and look at some of those little squigglies on the top section there, just to kind of get an eye for it. Cool. Cool. Okay. There you go. There's a yawn for you. That ought to boost the excitement on today's stream. Really pump up the energy with a little yawn action. I'm just saying what you all are thinking. Okay. So there's a bit that I'm going to make this the right size. And then it should basically go, should be about the size of this. And then we want it to, like, there's a piece that comes right? I mean, sort of. Technically right, yeah. Can I smooth my lines? Yes, I can. There's a steady. Let's see how that goes. Oh, my. Okay. So that could do the trick. Yes? Maybe? Sort of? We'll go with maybe, sort of. But what we're going to do, we're going to increase the scale just a little bit, and we're going to make it a sphere. So I don't have to worry about the angle of my brush. I just have to worry about the height of it. Because I should actually center it around the one that just kind of swoops in like this. Because there's one that just goes a little bit smaller. There's a piece that just kind of goes right there, right? And then it pokes back out again. Like that. And then this one comes around underneath. And then wraps around like that. back again. Like that. And that is kind of a thing. And then this continues around this way toward God knows what. That looked a little better, at least. This appears to drop down like that and come around this way again. And then there's like a little half circle shape down here that I don't know I can even make with this brush setting. Okay, that doesn't suck, I'll be honest. Like, that needs some smoothing and some love, but that's not terrible. I think we kind of have to just wing it from here on out, which is unfortunate because I've been following the pictures pretty closely. But I feel like we can do some, like, stuff like this. I don't like that. It's a good start, but not quite. Let's pick up from this one instead. What if here's a twist. What if we loop these around and connect them to each other? Dun dun dun. I don't know if that makes any sense, but we're doing it anyway. It's looking like a guardian. When you joined, it looked more like a lumpy pine cone. Yeah, I feel like it's recognizably moving in a guardian-like direction, at least, which makes me pretty happy. Quit glitching on me. Stay with me, Revive. Don't fail me here. Feel like we're flowing. We're going. And I guess there's some kind of like doily skirt around this piece that just kind of like boops around here. Let's see here. Details are looking great so far. Thank you, Kenna. I appreciate that. I'm not satisfied, but I never am. Go away. I'm done with you. Thank you. So this seems like it's supposed to have like some kind of doily thing going on. Quit twitching out on me like that. I don't know why it has a doily, but I guess it does. I think I'm getting a little too thin there. I want it to be more pronounced than that. Very cool. Okay. Nope, that's too high. Need to at least maintain contact. Those stay in the same size, more or less. Good enough, I'd say. This is like a very cartoony sculpture, which is not necessarily what I was originally going for. But this is the land we've ended up in, and we're just going to roll with it. Better to roll with it than try to fight it. Oh no, we've ended up with an awkward short one. Hold on, we can even this out. There we go. Wait, we can solve that better by making this a little bit deeper. Perfect. Perfect enough. Okay, and then we need to get this one back to the right gauge for these. Seems about right. Balls. Thought I had that. Sure. Why not, right? I think we could probably get away with a couple more of these little, like, half circle dealies. Too deep. Hold on, we gotta get closer. Okay. And then maybe bring this one around to meet that. And then just kind of fill this in with a squiggle. Not terrible, honestly. It's working for me. I feel like I should just kind of fly with this and not overthink it too much. You know what I'm saying? Ah, damn it. Just bugged on me. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I think that's recognizably a Guardian. I'm happy with that. This part looks like a brain. It does kind of look like a brain, doesn't it? But I mean, it does. Like it's okay that it looks that way. I got to go through and cut these same grooves, like on the bottom here, on all of that stuff, and down here on the doily too. Let's see here. Turn off the smoothing. Switch to erase, and I need the pill too. Okay. This down to match that radius. And then we're just putting that in here too. Okay. I think we can safely say that this is at least the beginnings of a Guardian. Definitely moving in the right direction. Definitely no longer looking like, what'd you say, lumpy pine cone. We've moved out of lumpy pine cone territory and into an AI could potentially recognize this as a Guardian. Oh, it's a long way around. Oh, we're so close. Home stretch. Come on. And contact light. Now I just have to do that on the inside also. But for tonight, that is going to be the end of our story. Let me make sure I have saved. And thank y'all. Just caught your second legendary in Scarlet? GG, Kenna. Well done. Does that mean you got the other motorcycle? Or is there a different legendary also in the game? Oh, that's It's off to such a good start. I'm pretty happy with that. There are 4 shrines you can unlock with a legendary in each. Oh, right on. Very cool. Okay, so there are still legit legendaries, not just the one that you get with the sandwich at the beginning. I feel like the more I hear about this game, the less the complaints are really justified, aside from the frame rate issues. Like, it seems like most of the really weird bugs are fewer and further between. Although you guys were having trouble with the crashes, so maybe I need to experience the pain in order to fully understand it. But anyway, on that note, I will see y'all. No, get back over here. Stay. There you go. I will see y'all, let's see, Thursday. Thank you for hanging out. It's been a blast as always. Thank you, Kenna. I'm pretty happy with the progress. Thank you, Jakob and Sofa for subs today. And I'll see y'all next time. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves. And bye-bye now. Wait. Oh, no, I shouldn't do that. I don't want to blast people that late at night. So we'll just end. Good night.